You can be the most productive, most disciplined, I wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, early bird gets the worm type shit, kind of person. And, have everything right, but still feel extremely empty. And this is kind of what I want to explore in this video. And understanding that this occurs when you don't really feel emotionally connected to what you're doing, or understanding your why and your purpose, right? Speaking from experience, I'm a physical therapy student, so I will be getting my doctorate in a few years. And I'm also a personal trainer. And on paper, it looks great. Like, I make around 4 to 5 thousand per month. I get the best grades in my class. I always have. I have a girlfriend, great family, good physique, all these things, right, that people want. But I still feel empty. I've been feeling this weight that I can't really put my finger on, and it's because I personally don't know why I'm doing any of this. I'm just kind of wired for success. I grew up with Asian parents, so you know, as the trope goes, I don't really have to explain. But I never really understood my deep purpose for why I'm even wired for success like this. And when you don't know your why, the things that you want to do, the things that you were originally outlets, they start to feel dull. So gaming doesn't really feel the same. Working out doesn't feel the same. Going outside and biking doesn't feel the same, because you just kind of feel like the rest, you don't deserve it. And deep down, you're not chasing something that's meaningful. And you're just kind of filling the time until you clock back in. And it's not the right way to live, I'm feeling. And I'm also learning that your why doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. It just has to be real and meaningful for you. Maybe your job isn't the end goal. It's just a bridge to your next thing. That's kind of ironically what I'm viewing physical therapy as. I'm kind of viewing it as just a bridge towards hopefully the thing that actually fills my soul and my spirit, and just kind of what gives me fulfillment. And if you're not asking the question, why am I doing this, then you'll probably wake up 5 years from now and build something you didn't really mean to build. Like, I'm 24 and I'm scared that once I turn 30, that, I never really pursued anything that filled my bucket of fulfillment, right? Because that's really what it's all about. That's why we're even on this earth in the first place, is to give life a purpose, right? And for me, I'm not going to quit PT school, not going to stop training people, but with this newfound clarity that I have, I want to start building towards something else. This channel, talk about lessons that I have learned through hardships in my life, these thoughts, these videos, and even if I don't know exactly where it leads, I feel like it's a better use of my time to be able to pursue something like a creative endeavor like this, and also to just remember all the things that I've learned. Because as I talk with people, we'll have a really good conversation, but we don't write any of it down, and we'll just forget the next day, clock back in, feel unhappy with life the next day, and just but yeah, if you've been stuck in that fog, productive but disconnected, you're not really alone. I'm with you. I totally understand where you're coming from. And I want to tell you, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You just haven't been chasing something that's real to you and something that's meaningful to you. But maybe now's the time to change that. So if you want to learn these life lessons with me and these kinds of videos interest you, then feel free to stick around. So I'll catch you in the next one.